Well, good morning. I'm Leroy McFall, Sr., here at my home studio in Huntsville, Alabama. Here it is, getting on towards summer. It's May 9th, 2026, and the weather's warming up pretty good. Gives me opportunities to open the windows in my studio, get fresh air, breathe a little bit as I'm in my office, usually often playing my steel guitar. And what I want to talk about today is a little bit more about the non-pedal steel guitar, which seems to be generating more attention than it has for years. Now, I have been making YouTube since 2010, and now it's 2026. And I've been promoting the non-pedal even at a time in the 50s when the pedal steel started taking over more attention to going into the country music genre than the non-pedal. Putting the non-pedal out, the beautiful sounds that the pedal steel's getting. However, it appears of what information I'm getting from a lot of people like me that's stuck with the non-pedal, the sounds of the non-pedal, is what is the reason that there might be a regeneration of people that like the non-pedal sounds in country music, let alone Hawaiian music, which is it's the standard instrument for Hawaiian music, that we're seeing in the future. So that's what we're going to take a look at. Thank you for coming in, and I hope this information I'm going to put out is interesting to you enough to watch my channel. I appreciate it. I have dug out some of my papers I have collected over the years. I've been playing this non-pedal steel guitars starting in 1948 in Elwood, Indiana. And Hawaiian music was a big thing then. It hadn't been too long since World War II had ended. My dad was in the Navy, got to liking Hawaiian music, come home, got his young son. I was eight years old in 1948, so I was starting my steel guitar journey then. I learned on non-pedal, of course, and doing Hawaiian music primarily. So I was starting to get interested in the country music. And the standard steel at that time for country music was the non-pedal steel guitar. So we're going to talk a little bit about what is the primary differences in the non-pedal and the pedal steel. Okay, as you noticed, when I played that song, I did what I like to think on my bar. Of course, I use a bar here that's a little bit different than the bullet bar. It's a bar that a lot of people use to play other guitars, but I'm able to hold it up because I use my bar to get a lot of different sounds. And maybe Jerry Bird had 3 positions of the bar that he thought was pretty much the standard way of using the slant bar. He was the king of the slant bar. He liked to think or talk about turning it like this with the top of the bar, what he called the bullet tip of the bar, toward what he called the front. And then you had the reverse where it'd be turned this direction. Now, a lot of times I'll use the bar to just slide all over the place. But I also like to use the bar, as you've seen in there. Pick it up, especially when you're playing down in maybe something like the key of D, where it's down here. You're playing open chords. Sometimes you need to pick that bar up, and as my 84-year-old fingers is getting a little less sensitive, but I can't feel too good, the bullet bar slips out of my hand. So I'm using this kind of bar. You may want to use the bullet bar, or probably younger hands, more sensitive is better. Also, I like to do chimes and glissando, you know, the slide, even from note to note. I've done other videos in my 250 YouTubes that I've done talking about glissando and those kind of things. There's all kinds of things you can do with the non-pedal steel guitar that I guess to many sounds better on the pedal steel, where you're actually bending the strings to go from note to note. But I want to thank you for watching. Hope you was able to get something out of this, and let's hope that the non-steel can influence the country music a little bit, get back into the modern day country music a little bit. Maybe I can live long enough to see that day, which I really like to kind of bring back the old memories of the 40s and 50s when the non-pedal was kind of the king of the country music. It was the king of Hawaiian music. So thanks a lot for watching. I appreciate it.